Hello, in this video we discuss about the abstract classes, interfaces and acquiring multiple inheritance features in Java. First, let us go through what is abstract class. An abstract class is a class that cannot instantiate objects, which means we cannot create objects on an abstract class. That abstract class must be extended further into another class. On that particular class we can create objects, but we cannot create objects based on an abstract class. So this particular abstract class can have something, you have one abstract class called as message. So where that particular message can be extended further into some other classes like text message, voice message and fax message as an example. So then we can implement the code of message abstract class in these three different subclasses of the same message abstract class. An abstract class used as supertype. An object cannot be created from an abstract class. An array of the abstract type is used to contain objects of the for example, concrete subclass. So let us migrate from abstract class to interface. What is an interface? An interface is named collection of method definitions and constants only. An interface defines a protocol of behavior that can be implemented by any class anywhere in the class hierarchy. An interface defines a set of methods but does not implement them. This is very important. So an interface can have only the method definition, but method body cannot be available there. Only the method body can be present only inside that class which has been inherited from this particular abstract class. A class that implements the interface agrees to implement all the methods defined in the interface, thereby agreeing to certain behaviors. As I said earlier, right now, the class that has been implemented will contain code for the methods that have been defined in the interface. So let us discuss about the difference between interface and abstract class. An interface cannot implement any method, whereas an abstract class can. A class can implement many interfaces, but can have only one superclass. An interface is not part of the class hierarchy. Unrelated classes can implement the same interface. So this is about multiple inheritance. So which means a class which has been derived from more than one parent class. Like here, class A, class B, class C. All these are parent for class ABC. Class ABC is inherited all variables and methods from class A, class B as well as class C. But we know that Java does not support multiple inheritance. However, we can use the interface to implement the functionality of multiple inheritance in Java. So in the previous section itself, we discussed that Java does not support multiple inheritance, but some languages allow multiple inheritance. So we can discuss why Java does not support multiple inheritance. So here you can check that. So we have animal is a class and pet is a class, and then by using these two parent classes we created one dog class. So multiple inheritance leads to many potentiality confusing naming problems. For example, if you have a method called do your thing in animal class and do your thing in pet class, if it has been the dog class which has been inherited from both the classes, so now do your thing method which has been inherited from pet as well as animal has to be available in the same dog class. So going consensus, the benefits of multiple inheritance aren't worth the problems. Java has no multiple inheritance. Java has a construct that can give us much of the functionality of multiple inheritance. So let us define again interface. An interface is a named collection of method definitions without definition simply, which means without any body. An interface can also declare constants which has been defined by Sun Microsystems. Sounds similar to an abstract class but has significant differences. let me quote again the differences between an abstract class and interface. Interfaces cannot have any methods with implementation, where abstract class can have. A class can implement many interfaces but can inherit from only one superclass. Interfaces are not part of a class hierarchy, so unrelated classes can implement the same interface. Purpose: define a protocol of behavior that can be provided of any class. Any class claiming to implement a given interface is then contractually obligated to provide implementation of all the methods listed in the interface. So how do interfaces relate to multiple inheritance? The class implementing an interface behaves as if it were inheriting from a parent class, only better. It implements all of the abstract methods itself. There is no other hidden inherited stuff to collide with, no name confusions and so on, because right, same. You can implement as many interfaces as you wish with no fear of the problems of multiple inheritance. So defining an interface, for example, this is interface declaration, interface body. You can observe that all the variables, all the data members are final members which are constants, and then we have one method called as value change method, which contains only the parameters that are supplied and no method body, just declaration itself, method declaration and constant declarations. These are constants, right? So interface declaration. So you can make use of an access specifier like public, which makes it a public. Interface name, this is the name of the interface. Then this, if it has been extended by some other interface, you can make use of extends super interfaces. So other interfaces which has been extends. Right, you can define like this, some interface name, and so on. So interface body. The interface body contains method declarations for all the methods included in the interface. A method declaration with an interface is followed by a semicolon because an interface does not provide the implementations for the methods declared within it, which means its body. All methods declared in an interface are implicitly public and abstract. So how to implement an interface? An interface defines a protocol of behavior. A class that implements an interface adheres to the protocol defined by that interface. To declare a class that implements an interface, include an implements class in the class declaration. It's a simple example for the multiple inheritance which has been extended from a class called as applet, which has been implemented from a interface called as stack watcher. It's a simple example. So public is a stack applet which has been extended from one class and implemented from some other interface. That's why, so two parents and one child, that's why we can achieve the multiple inheritance features in Java by using interfaces. It's a sample program. So let me review the code. So here the objects inheriting properties of superclass and implementing properties of an interface. And a class may have only one superclass but may implement multiple interfaces. Thank you.